Hi guys, so Beth's filmed her 50 facts about her, and after Hi guys, so Beth's filmed her 50 facts about her, and she's convinced me to do my 50 facts about me. I've had to write them down. Oh my god, there's so much there. I've already filmed this once, and I was talking too quickly and constantly looking to the side like this because I had my phone. Right, number one. I was born with ginger hair, so like all this luscious stuff right here, this is natural. But I've got a little brown patch like around the back here somewhere. You can only really see it when my hair is short though. I'm from Hertfordshire, born and raised in the Shire. When I was younger, I wanted to work as either a vet or a zookeeper. For my GCSEs, I studied art, media, ICT and music, but I failed music terribly. I was good at playing the instruments, just didn't want to do the other stuff. For A-levels, I did art, media and photography. I also did English, but I dropped that pretty quick. And I didn't actually complete my A-levels, I only did AS, so I did 1 year and then half the second year, and it just wasn't for me. The school I went to, they treated you like a child when you're 18, and I just didn't like that. I have a degree in graphic design. I went to the University of Westminster. I'm now a graphic designer, that is my full-time job. When I was at school, I used to doodle in all the margins on my books, and my teachers used to tell me off and be like, this isn't gonna get you anywhere, you need to stop doodling, this is your maths book. But my mum kept all of my doodles and put them in a big scrapbook, and I now have that today, and I look back on them and I'm like, it shows that I loved to draw then, and I still do now. The first album I ever got was Blink-182. I can't remember what one it was, but it's the woman with the like blue rubber glove. My uncle bought that for me when I was young, and it's still probably one of my favourite albums today. I like most genres of music, but my favourites are probably like garage and drum and bass. I'm very clean. Like if I had it my way, the house would be spotless. When we were at university, my hall's bedroom was so clean, people used to be like, does anyone actually live in here? And I think I was one of the only people to rent the Hoover out. I find washing up very satisfying. So like when there's loads of dishes, I'll happily go and do it. And I used to clean up my other friends' dishes because I find it quite satisfying. It's a plus for Beth, it's a positive, she hates it. I love plants, but mainly tropical plants. I just find it quite satisfying growing them, and they don't need much looking after either. I love animals, and this is probably the reason I've always had pets. So the pets I've had are dogs, cats, geckos, snakes, rats, hamsters, guinea pigs. I think I owned a bird at one point when I was younger. African giant land snails. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I can think of so far. I love making stuff. Like if I can build it or see a tutorial on how to build something, I don't know, like a photo frame, I'll try it. I have a sketchbook. It's actually this one that I made myself, and when I doodle, I just fill it in here. So all these are like doodles from just random bits of paper, and I stick it into that book, and I find it really nice just to look back through. Even if I don't think the drawing's that good, it's just fun to have, and I'm like, I remember the mindset I was in when I did that doodle. I like stickers. I'd put stickers on everything if I could. I like street art. So one of the reasons I loved living in London was because I could just go to Brick Lane, and I need to find something like that where we live now. It's probably going to be in like Birmingham or Manchester, but I'm gonna go on the lookout. My favourite trainer brand is Nike. I started work when I was about 14, I think. My first job was on the market, then I worked for the zoo, and then I worked at a call centre, then a paintball site, then Nike on Oxford Street, and then graphic designer. And I've just moved on being a graphic designer at different places and being freelance. I can skate, as in like inline skate, skateboard and BMX, and I'm fairly good at all of them. I'm not like amazing, I'm not like doing backflips and stuff. My favourite dog breed is Doberman, and I really would have one now if I could. If If our house was big enough, I would happily just go and buy one now. I would love to own an iguana. Like, I've seen people own iguanas and I just think they're so cool, and I really want one. I just want one in the house. One day I will get one. My goal in my career is to own a creative agency or run a creative agency, and I think like I've started doing that now, as in doing freelance work, but I want to build that up and eventually just run it with Beth. I would like to own my own house. That's a big goal of mine as well, up there with owning a creative agency. I love anime and manga. Like, I don't watch TV, but I'll happily sit and watch 20 episodes in a row of an anime I'm watching. My favourite film and graphic novel is Watchmen, and I have a tattoo of Rorschach. I have 4 main tattoos and then one really, really bad one that Beth did. You can see that in one of our old videos. It's not great at all. I have 5 piercings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a little ring one there. And I used to have my eyebrow pierced as well, but I went skiing and pulled the goggles and it popped the ball out and it was bleeding. My favourite artists are Rodgon. I think that's how you pronounce it, Rodgon. But I'll put a link in, or Beth will put a link in. Whoever edits this will put a link in. Musketon, and then I like Martin Wollerstam as well, who was probably one of the people that got me into like graphic design and art in general. And also I like Obit as well, if you haven't seen them, but I'll put links or something in the description. One of my favourite hobbies is bouldering, and that's like indoor rock climbing, and it's not about going high, it's about following a route to get there. But I started that up on my 21st birthday. Like, Beth took me there for the first time, and I've been going whenever I can since then, but it's good, you should try it. One of my favourite things that I own is my watch that Beth bought me for my birthday. Oh, let me just take it off. From the Camden Watch Co. And I love it, it's great. It reminds me of Beth, but also of London, and like, I don't like mini watches, so it's one of my favourites. I'm not allergic to anything that I know of. Oh, I'm probably going to finish this video and then just eat something and swell up. I've never broke a bone that I know of, not like my arm or leg. I'm really like digging myself a hole here, aren't I? I'm going to go and have an allergic reaction and then break my leg. I would love to visit Canada and New Zealand. They're like the places I really want to go to. I will go there. My favourite anime is One Piece. I have 2 half-brothers, 3 half-sisters and a step-sister. A lot of siblings, but mum's side and dad's side. I love spicy food. Like, if you order a curry, it's either a vindaloo or a madras. I'll only go for a vindaloo if I know the curry house though, because some curry places just go full on heat and no flavour. So if I know it and I've had it before and I trust the place, vindaloo. I love a good hot sauce as well. If you can recommend any hot sauces, I'd love to try them and order them. My first car was a Corsa SXI 1.2, the 98 plate one. Looks like a little bug and it's not sporty at all. But the plus side of that car was that I had, I think it was like a 1000-watt sound system in it, and I could pull up next to other cars, turn the bass up and vibrate other cars' wind mirrors. It was quite funny, especially because this little like skinny ginger white kid popped out like, hi! The least chavvy person ever. My favourite car is a BMW E30, and it's like my goal to own one of them. And they're like a classic. Like they're one of my favourite cars ever in terms of like shape, performance and stuff like that. My favourite gallery is in London, because I haven't been to any up here, but it was the Stolen Space Gallery. That was started actually by D-Face, who I forgot to mention, but he's one of my favourite artists as well. The most meaningful gift I've ever got was something that my mum put together for my 21st birthday. A lot of things were on my 21st. But yeah, anyway, it was this book that her and my friends put together of like a load of old baby photos and photos of parties and messages from parents, family and everything, and it's just really nice. I've got it now and it's something that I will look after and keep, and it's definitely something that I would love to do for any children I have in the future. I love pineapple juice. I don't buy it often because when I buy it I drink it all that day. I can't save it, but it's one of my favourite drinks ever. I love reading, and I do this thing where I read a book that I don't really want to read but I should read, like a graphic design book or design theory that I have to read, and then I read something I want to read. So the camera's going to go funny now. And I'm currently reading Resistance. It's the second part of, well, it's the second one in the, I don't know, there's 2 books. It's the second one. My star sign is Pisces. I'm obsessed with stationery. Like if I go into a shop and I see a set of pens or a pen that looks really good or really satisfying to write with, I have the need, the obsessive need to buy it. I have a toolbox full of just different pens or like scissors that look cool or a square cutter because I feel the need to own them. And this takes me on to my second, like my final 50th fact about me, is that I'm obsessive over art shops. So we'll be walking down somewhere or on our way somewhere and I'm like, there's an art shop over there, and I'm like, Beth, can we go in the art shop? I think she has the same obsession as well, so it's alright. But that's my 50 facts about me. I really hope this hasn't taken too long. I didn't really know what to include and I've had to do this again, so this time's definitely better than the first time. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. And I hope it's better than Beth's. There's always got to be a little bit of competition.